Hi, I'm Adam from YoYotta, and in this video I'll show you how to restore and trim an EDL using the Conform option. To follow along, you will need a YoYotta license with the Conform option, an EDL, a drive containing some camera footage, and a drive to restore to. If the footage is on LTO tape, then you can use Conform with YoYotta LTFS or automation. Let's get started. Open the YoYotta app and click on the project browser icon at the bottom of the panel. Click on Open Projects at the top left to open the project window. I'll select the YoYotta Getting Started collection and click the plus icon in the bottom left to create a new project. I'll call this EDL Restore. Select 24 FPS for the frame rate and click OK. The project window will close automatically and I'll then close the project browser. As we have seen in other restore videos, YoYotta uses snapshots to find the required media. The Conform option is no different. To be able to restore using the Conform option, you will need either a source, copy or index snapshot in the currently open project. These are created when YoYotta starts a copy job, completes verification, or if the user generates an index snapshot from the source browser. As snapshots are usually generated during archiving, and we have created a new project, we don't have any snapshots to work with. Let's fix this. Connect the drive containing the footage you wish to conform to your Mac. Wait a moment and then click the plus icon above the source list to create a new job. The media list will open. Select the drive and click Choose Other. Navigate to the footage folder and click Add. The folder will be added to the jobs list and YoYotta will begin indexing it. Click on the folder icon to open the source browser. The source browser will open, and after a few moments you will be able to see the footage indexed in the file browser window. Click on Store Index in the top right of the source browser, and YoYotta will create an index snapshot for the contents of the directory. Close the source browser. Click on the scissors icon at the top of the main panel to open the Conform window. The first step is to set the frame rate for the Conform. At the bottom left of the Conform window is a frame rate drop-down list. I'll set this to 24 FPS so that the frame rate matches that of my project and footage. Next, we need to decide whether we want to restore the entire clip or just the part of it that the EDL references. I'll opt to trim the clips. To do this, I'll tick the Trim Clips box at the bottom of the Conform window. Some additional options will appear. I will go through what these do in a later video about conforming, but for now, I will leave them all at their default values. The Conform window consists of multiple tables that will display information about the EDL, FCP XML, or AAF we are currently viewing. Before we can see that information, we need to load an EDL. I'll drag the EDL file called yotest.edl from the desktop over the Conforms list. YoYotta will parse the EDL and display a list of shots in the Edits table in the center of the window. To the right of this is the Unmatched Shots table. This is where any shots that YoYotta cannot find in the project are listed. Underneath this is the Matched Shots table, where any shots that YoYotta has found a match for are listed. If we look in the Edits table, we can see that there is a yellow question mark in the Match column next to each entry in the EDL. This tells us that YoYotta has found multiple matches. YoYotta will use the top match in the Matched Shots table. If this isn't the correct clip, then we can manually remove unwanted matches or add a filter. In this example, I only want YoYotta to restore Blackmagic B-RAW footage. I'll select Event 1 in the Edits table. This will bring up 3 possible matches in the Matched Shots table. I'll select the entry that ends in .mov and click the Remove button. The entry will be removed. I'll repeat this process for the MXF entry as well. As there is now only one entry in the Match Shots table, YoYotta will display a green tick in the Match column of the Edits table, indicating that it has found a perfect match. This method is okay if you only have a few shots, but would be very inefficient if you had hundreds or thousands to get through. To speed up the process, I will use a filter to do the work for me. Underneath the Matched Shots table, you will see 2 rows of filter boxes. The top row are Include filters and the bottom row are Exclude filters. For a deeper dive into what each of these filters does, please see the Include Exclude filters quick tip linked below. I know I only want to include shots that are Blackmagic RAW, so I will type B-RAW into the Include Codec filter field. All of the events in the Edits table update to show a green tick in the Match column. With all the shots matched, I will click on the Add Conform button and close the Conform window. Back in the main window, you will see that a new job has been added called YoTest (B-RAW). In the bottom left of the job, you will see a scissors icon indicating that it is a Conform job, along with a trim icon indicating that you'll be trimming the footage. Set a destination and click the green button to start. YoYotta will begin restoring and trimming the files for you. Once the trim completes, YoYotta will place a green tick by the job in the jobs list. And there you have it, how to use an EDL to restore and trim camera footage in YoYotta.